Good morning. Habari ya asubuhi kutoka Kenya. So it's jioni for me. Najua for you it's morning. Maybe. Yes.
Matt, that's right.
Yes. Almost right?
It's
Almost
9:30. 9:30 in the morning.
Safi.
Because I'm in
Okay.
Arizona. I'm near California.
Sawa. Yes. So yeah, here I am. So naweza sema habari ya siku nyingi.
Nzuri. Is anyone else coming? Or do you know?
Yes, Eduardo is coming, and Jed is also coming, but and also Sana is coming, but Sana already told me she is coming a little bit late, but I thought maybe Jed will be here, but I was like, wait a minute. No, Eduardo canceled actually. So Jed will be coming and Sana will be coming. So, but I know that Jed sometimes in South Africa we have something we call road shed, and it happens. Here she is. Yeah. So sometimes it happens and they lose power. But Jed is here. Yes. So Sana will be coming later though. So habari ya maisha. You know? Habari ya maisha.
Habari news Amaisha. What is
Habari
Amaisha?
ya maisha means how is life? Habari ya maisha.
How's life? It's difficult. Jiko moja liki ugua. And so, or it, yeah, lina ugua.
Jiko?
Jiko.
Jiko like a stove?
Jicho.
Okay. Because you say jicho moja linaugua, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yes.
My one eye is.
Yes.
My eye is hurt or damaged or something. I had surgery last week. So.
Okay, pole, ugua pole. Yes. Okay, then Jed, mambo, habari. Jed, you there? Habari, Jed. Unanisikia kweli? Can you hear me?
You're muted.
I don't know.
She's muted.
Jed, unatusikia kweli? Can you hear us? Okay, so I'm not sure if she can hear us, but tutaendelea tu. So we continue. So today we are looking at something very interesting. I know it's always very confusing to many people, but very interesting. I think the connection is not that good, but she'll be back. So we are looking at something very interesting in Swahili, and we call them noun agreement, class agreement. You know, you remember when we were looking at the noun classes? For example, what if I want to tell you like the way we can say, like instead of saying like bring the knife, I tell you bring it, you know, like bring it, the spoon or the knife, you know. In Swahili, because of the noun classes, it changes depending with whatever you are talking about, right?
It changes, yeah.
Yes, the it being, yes, when you're saying bring it, or I brought it, or she brought it, or yes, I'm bringing it, you know, like those kind of things. The prefixes to show like whoever is doing the thing will be there. We have the verb, we have the object prefix to show like the it, you know, something, you know. It may be a person, like for example, if I say I'm bringing him or her, I can say, so like, let me just find somewhere we can write. Okay. So let me just create a new set just here. And so that I can say, I can just show you because I'm using a different system than the other system. So this one is like a system which will allow me to write and move with you so that you can see at least, yeah, instead of the chart, this one becomes much better. So
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So for example, let's say if I was to say like, I'm bringing, like, let's say I tell you, I'm bringing my friend with me, right? So
Okay.
let's say
So
I'm bringing a friend. So how would I say that in Swahili? So we know that to bring somebody is data, right? Data means like bring something, okay? So which means now if I was to say I'm bringing them or bringing him or her, I'll say, for example, him or her. So let's say I'm bringing maybe somebody and I'm bringing maybe my friend, Then I say, okay, I'm coming with my friend. Then I'll say, ni. Then you know this one. So Nina. Of course, you know the second one, Nina. Then now we have a third one, Nina. Okay, for a person, Nina. Then add this one. So Nina Mdeta. So this one inside here. Okay, so this one, you remember that. Now this one shows like the object, agreement. So which means it's a person. I'm bringing a person, one person, Nina Mdeta. So if there are many, so if there are many people that I'm bringing, so I'll say, you already know this one. How would I show that I'm bringing many people? I'll say, ni, okay, ni, na, then wa, okay?
wow.
Then we have that, nina wareta. So you see this one changes and it becomes wa. It's something that you already know. Yes, it's something that you already know. And the object agreement comes in between the tense marker and the verb marker. Okay? Yes. So it comes in between the.
And if you're going to say you're going to bring a knife, an object, do you have to use like
yes
kisu? Would it be or I don't know.
No. Usually, so I just started with this one. So usually, now when I will say that I'm bringing a knife, so you look at kivi, so it will be ki, it will be nina kireta. Okay, so the key, and if there are many, nina vireta visu, or bijiko or kiti, nina kireta. It's one, nina vireta. So let me write it for you. So let's say I'm bringing the knife, and you'll be like, where's the knife? So I'll be like, subiri, Nina. Okay, Nina, key, data. Okay, so Nina Kideta. So we have the key here. So this one here. So it's there. And if I go to plural, it will be Nina V data. So you see now we have the V there to show that we are bringing knife, and it's there. So in between there.
Would it be wrong then to say, this is only if you're not going to say the noun. If you say Nina Kileta Kisu, you wouldn't say that, right? You would say
you can say
it.
You can say it. Yes, you can say it, but the reason why I'm giving you this, it's like, for example, what if I was it's a conversation, and you are like, you call out, the way you call out for your daughter or son, my mom does that always. And she like calling me from, maybe from the living room or somewhere. And she's like, where? Can you bring me a knife? And maybe I can say, mom, nina kireta, Instead of saying I'm bringing the knife, I'll be like, I'm bringing it. Yes, subiri, nina kireta. It's like, wait, I'm bringing it. Or, yes, a moment, I'm bringing the knife. Subiri, nina kireta. A moment, I'm bringing it. So instead of, omitting, but also you can say, nina kireta kisu. People will just understand. Because at the end of the day, sometimes the context of the sentence may not be there for somebody who was not like listening, and I'll be like, nina kireta kiti bas. Like the kitty, nina kireta kisu. But the good thing is that it already shows like the class which, you know, the kitty is, or the kisu, or the kijiko, or whatever. Yes.
And it's important to put it after the tense, because I just heard the other
Yes,
day.
it always, yes. So it always comes in between. Yes, so it always comes in between. And when you check, like, for example, so I know that we are getting ahead of ourselves. So we already know that we have the first class, which has the first person, second person, third person, plural, singular, you know, like the first class. It's for people, right? And of course, for example, what if, like, you want to say, you know, different things, you know, even say about yourself, you know. So like this, you want to say like different things. So that's why you find that even we have Nina Kupenda, you know, like the ku for you, you know. You remember Nina Kupenda, right? So like when I say like I love you, you know, Nina Kupenda. So the ku, it's for you. So you see here, so you say Nina Kupenda, okay? Which means translate to I love you. So this ku, okay, this ku represents you, okay? Okay, so now you find that we have like different ways of saying that. So you can see I have a very good neat table here. I think you can see it, right? Yes,
Yes, I
good
do.
neat table. So you can see it as the knee here. So we have the knee for already, you know, knee represents the person. Like for example, I'm trying to find a place with the knee in between.
Well, could you say I hurt myself if you're saying something about yourself? No?
No, no. Okay, let me see. No. So, okay, so let's say we have the knee here, but if I'm saying like an action that I did to myself, it will be a G, okay?
Oh.
So for example, if like you at yourself, you can say, like for example, you at yourself, you can say ni me. So me, it's like you know, present perfect. So ni me, G umiza. Okay, so like you did the action to yourself. This one, yes. So anytime you sit in the middle there, but also we have the need to show I at myself. You know, this one shows like the self part. Then this is the I. You know, first part. It's the I. So which means I basically I had myself. Nimejiumiza. So I hurt myself. The G shows myself. Nimejiumiza. Yes. So yeah. So that one. Then also we can have, for example, you can say even plural. You can say, for example, plural. Now, like if I'm trying to say that you love me, right? So we just use the love. So I'll say una, okay? So una ni penda, okay? You love me, okay? So like second person to first person, you love me, okay? So you see now we have the ni in between here. So we are using the ni because no longer I'm the subject. That's why I'm in the middle here. But the you goes automatically to the normal, showing like the prefix unanipenda. So if it's plural, so yes, if it's plural, you can say na ni penda. So like still like me, mnanipenda. So like the plural for this, mnanipenda. Let me just put in another column. So mnanipenda. So you see now we have the for the second person, plural, and we have the ni to show it's still me. But what if this one changes and we say that you love us? You know, you plural, You have
You
us.
all.
So you can say, yes?
So you all love us or me?
Yes. Yes, like us now. Like you already said, like we already, this one is like you, plural. When we say them, it's you, plural.
Plural.
So
You
you
all.
all love me. Okay, me. So me, it's
Yeah.
me. Yes, then now I want to say you all, you love us, you know, like we are trying to say us, we, okay? So we can say, na, okay? So we can say, let me see, okay. So we can say, na, two, okay? Two, panda. I think you remember the two, right? You have seen it somewhere. So when we are talking about we, so mnatupenda, yes. So which means you have us.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what about if we were to say he or she? Let's say, for example, I get myself a girlfriend, but now you want to say the girlfriend loves me, right? So I want to say that. So I can say a, na,
No.
ni, and
Dependa.
okay.
She
Yeah,
likes.
so which means the a represents that person, and the ni represents me. So it's somewhere here in the middle. So it's still here in the middle. So ananipenda, okay. So then what if, for example, the girlfriend decides to take me to her parents, right? And the parents like me, right? So all of them, the parents, the brothers, and everybody like me. So I'll say wa, okay? Wa, na, ni, pe, nda, okay? So you see now we have the wa for the prefix, like the beginning to show that they, then the ni, it's still one person, right? And hypothetically, right? So I bring, okay? I bring like this okay. So I bring my girlfriend, right? I bring my girlfriend to my house, all right? And she gets to like my parents, right? So we say Anna, okay? Anna. Now instead of the ni, okay? They say, instead of the ni, we go to us. So she likes my family, us, all of us. So we can say,
Anatupenda.
yes, anatupenda. Hey Jed, habari?
Habari yako? Pole,
Nzuri kabisa.
skrini yangu imeganda, ilibidi kuzima na kuanza tena.
Pole. Tupo, tunaendelea. We are still continuing. So today we are looking at the object prefixes, and we started with the first class, the people, you know, like the Mwa class, and that is what we are looking at. So if you are able to see, I know that you are very familiar with the prefix, the ni, the u, the the a, and we are looking at the middle parts of the object prefixes which come in between the tense and the subject, the verb root. So that is what we are looking at. Yes. So I hope you are able to follow.
Ndio.
Yes. Okay. So, so we have anatupenda, right? So which means now she loves us, like as a family. So she already likes us. Then what about if we were to say, now she brings over our parents and our brothers, they come and mingle with our parents and they get to like everybody. So I'm still explaining the situation and I'll say, now I'll say wa. Yes. Wa, na.
Tupenda.
Yes, wanatupenda. Safi. So I know it's always a very complex, this one is very complex, so sometimes, but I hope you're getting hang of it because it's going in all sorts of directions. So any question up to there?
No, it's very clear so far.
Mhm.
And I have to get something out of the oven, but just continue.
Okay, okay. So Jed, are you able to follow everything that we have here?
Yeah.
Yes. So okay, can you give me like an example when I say that I like you say like you met with someone, so like one word, you say like for example, I met with I met with my friend, you know?
Mhm.
Can you give me that example in Swahili?
Nakutana na rafiki yangu.
Okay, so nimeku. Okay, nimekutana. Yes, nimekutana.
Na rafiki yangu.
Mhm.
Then if
Yes.
it's you, then I'll say I'm well and amekutana na rafiki yake.
Mhm.
My classmates and say wamekutana na wazazi wao.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So explain the ku is because that goes with Rafiki or no?
Not exactly, but we are trying. This is like just trying to see if Jed is, catching up with everything. But we already talked about, this is a kutana. It's by itself. But now we are just trying to find like, trying to make like sentences so that we can see like where we are, and some of them they are difficult to like put a prefix because we already have there, that object like the one that we have because we already said about the Rafiki. So this one, if I was to put it, the ku, we know that it means you, but if we were to put like I met with him, you can say nimemkuta, nimekutana, nimekutana. This is it's a double suffix. So instead of saying nimekuku, no, it will be, okay. This could be like, still represent like two symbols, but this one will not make it because yeah, it will be a little bit difficult. So to put like this one, the middle one, the object prefix, so but nimekutana. So nimekutana, it will be good, but it just shows that you met with somebody, a that person. So like that person, yes.
So the kutana is
so
the verb. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kutana, the
Pardon?
whole word is the verb to meet.
Kutana, yes, kutana is like to meet, but because we already have like a ku there, so putting like something like the there in between to make the sentence still sound weird. So in Swahili now, instead of saying like now like putting the prefix there, you just say nimekutana naye. So I met with them. You add something else at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So nimekutana because of the verb itself. It's one of those monosyllabic irregular verbs. Not monosyllabic, like double syllabic, but somewhat irregular. So it's difficult to, put the yes. So amekutana naye. So naye, yeah. So wamekutana. So they met. Mm-hmm. Yes, so but it's good. So yes. So I think that explains. Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Pardon?
wata watatukutana or watatukuta. They will meet.
Yes.
So just read
Yes.
watatukutana or watatukuta.
You say watatukuta. Wata. Yes. Watatukuta. Watatukuta sokoni. Let's say this. Watatukuta sokoni. So
Sokoni.
now this one, yes. So it means to meet
Okay.
at the market. So watatukuta sokoni. So this one, the two means us, of course, and kuta. So, but now because the reason why we added it because you already said like na at the end. So this is also something that I'll explain it later. So the reason why I say that for now, we just leave it the way it is because of this. So this one means like you are doing the action to each other. So the parties which are involved, they are doing the action to each other. They are meeting each other. So it shows that so the action is mutual. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I say like we did it for now. Yes. Like it's like, for example, when I say pendana, pendana means like you are having each other.
Okay.
Yes.
So can
Yes,
I can go back on nimekutana naye. I can say nimemkuta. Is that right?
Nimemkuta. Yes, nimemkuta. But when you say nimemkuta, it's more of not exactly meeting them. It's more of finding them.
Okay, nimemkuta. So I found here. Okay.
Yes, you found them. Nimemkuta sokoni. I found them in the market. But kutana, exactly when we put the kutana part, it means like you met each other. You said tumekutana sokoni. You know, it means we met each other at the market. Yes. Okay. So that's why I was insisting about the na. You see, I highlighted the na because, like, for example, when I say ninampenda, it means that I have them, but they may not have me back, right?
Okay.
Yes. I may say ninampenda. Yes. It does not matter. I may have them, so or I or he, I may say ninampenda. That does not matter. I love them, but do they love me? So what if they love me back and I say ananipenda na ninampenda? So what do we have? You say. So let me say ninampenda. So ninampenda. So ninampenda means I love maybe that person, he or she. So maybe it's my.
That brings
yes.
tunapendana.
Yes. 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 So which means like for example, Sana is here finally. So we have ninampenda. So ninampenda, which means ananipenda. So ananipenda. So ananipenda. So which means like this one. Once we have this one here, and we have ananipenda, it means like they love me. So us, what do? We say now, it means tuna. Okay, tuna. Yes, tunapendana. Now you see the object prefix disappears, and now we go to yes, so it disappears. But now we added something here at the end, so which means ta-da. Yes, we have this one here. Yes, at the end. So you see now we have a na.
The na at the end means it's mutual?
Yes, it means like it's a mutual something. So it's sending to the both parties, though both parties are involved. Yes. So not all the verbs, it means like that. But most of the verbs, whenever you see like a na, it means that the action is happening to the both parties involved. Like for example, when we say tunapendana, it means that we love each other. It means that the loving is on the other side, because ninampenda means I love them, but they may not love me back. But now it means ananipenda, so which means they love me back. Na ninampenda, so which means tunapendana. Yes, it means we love each other. if they already love me back. Sana mambo.
Jambo.
Hey, karibu, habari yako?
Nzuri. Asante.
Yes, we were waiting for you.
Asante. I'm here.
Yes. This was asking, where is my friend from, my neighbor, where is she? And then I'm like, that she's coming late a little bit, but here you are.
Yes.
Yes, but anyways, karibu sana, so welcome. So we are looking at the object prefixes. So they are very interesting. So we were looking at the first class, the mumi class, not the mumi, the mua class for the people. And the subject prefixes, it shows that when we are saying that, for example, we were looking at, for example, when you want to say like you're bringing subject and objects, like let's say a good example that I gave, it's for example, we started with the person. What if you want to say, I'm bringing a friend over for dinner? How do you explain that in Swahili? So you say, I'm bringing them, or I'm bringing or I'm bringing him. So
Okay.
you say, Nina ileta, Nina wareta. So I'm bringing them. So now you see we have the in the middle of the tense and the verb, and we have the wa in the middle of the tense and the verb to show preposition verb. Yes. So you can see that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, so this one is basically we were just, playing with a few words, and you can see that, for example, one of the most famous, like ninakupenda, which means I love you. So, like the ku represents you. When I say ninakupenda means I love you, right? In Swahili.
Okay.
Yes. So what if you want to say, I love them? So you want to say, I love them, you can also say, Nina mpenda, okay? Nina mpenda, which means like you love them, like he or she, but that person, you love them. So like this.
And
so different
I see
ways
this
this,
same, it's not always the same, it's not a suffix or a prefix, the middle two letters. It's not always the same. So sometimes it's ki, sometimes it's ni, sometimes it's
Now, okay, what happens, you remember when we were talking about the noun classes?
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
So noun classes, they matter a lot. So now we started with there is, when you see the kiwi of course it goes kiwi cross, right? But now we were looking at the ni, the ku, the the tu, the was. This one they automatically go to like the people cross. Okay. Yeah, so I know they are very many. So maybe next week I'll try to try to find more stories. So even in the story that we learned, it has a lot of those, like it has a lot of those. But yeah, so this one is just to show you. So with time you just get hang of it, but it's good to recognize them. I know that they may get confusing, but from time to time you see it's good to see them. So you see we have the ni, which represents me. We have the ku, which represents the you. We have the mu, wa, depending with whatever you're talking. It may represent him or her. Then tu for us, wa for you, plural, then wa for them also. Yeah. And we have other classes. Yeah, it changes.
When do you use the G in that first line there? You've got G.
G means like G. You remember when I said that you did the action to yourself?
Oh, that's
so
right.
when I said I had yes. But it means that you did, like, for example, when I say ninajipenda, I love myself, ninajipenda. So ni, somebody, like, you don't have nobody to love you and you're like, ninajipenda, I love myself, ninajipenda. So it means that I love myself. Essentially, nobody is telling me nothing, so I love myself. So here you are. So yeah, so you have the G. So now the G represents that the action is going to you. Yes, it's not going to nobody, it's coming back to you. Yes, ninajipenda. Si sawa hapo.
And is it these verbs, because it makes me think of the ones, there's specific verbs in French that you like, they're called reflexive verbs. I don't I don't know. Is it specific verbs, or can any verb in Swahili have these two letters in the middle? Does that make sense?
Most of them they will have, but specifically when we are trying to say about it, like for example, if I want to omit like the noun itself, and what if, like for example, I want you to bring me the chair, right? So then I tell you, bring it, you know, bring it. How would you explain that in Swahili? But I mean, we are referring to the chair. English, I know it will be just one word, it or them or whatever, very easy in English. But in Swahili, I want to tell you, bring it, you know, like bring the chair, or I want to tell you, put the chair closer, but without saying the chair. So I'll just tell you, bring it, you know. How do you explain that in Swahili?
So you use the key, like bring it. So
yeah, so I'll tell you, I'll tell you like this. Yes, so I'll tell you actually, kirete. Kirete means like bring it. So like the chair itself.
Okay.
So now it's a little bit different,
Oh,
but
I see.
kirete, yes, kirete now yes, no, we have the kirete. So reta means to bring, but kirete, so kirete. So now then you'll be like nina kireta, you know, which means I am bringing it. Yes, so
Yeah.
I'll tell you, kirete, bring it. Then you're like, huh, sawa, nina kireta. So I'm bringing it. Yes, so now then you can respond with this one, which means I'm bringing it. Yep.
Makes sense.
Kiswahili. Hey. Yeah, but once you get to understand the noun classes and how they affect almost everything, actually when you get even to, because it affects even the verbs, it affects the adjectives, it affects the adverbs, like for example, what you do, and yeah, it affects everything in Kiswahili. Everything is affected. So once you get to understand the noun classes, actually it becomes very easy to understand most of the other stuff. So because the noun classes, that's why I've been stuck here for a while, almost like a month, trying to explain them, because I know that they are always very confusing. Even for the native speakers, they just speak, but if you ask them which noun class or which one is like that, which one is like this, they may not even tell you, and they're like, I don't know, I just speak the language. I don't care, you know? Yes, but
it's like
they
in
just
English
know.
for us.
Yeah, actually, English, I would say, like even in Kenya, trust me, my grandma speaks English, but she technically went up to like grade 4 or grade 5 back in the day. But she speaks it. But if you ask her, grandma, what are you saying? Even probably she will tell you, I don't know. So I just speak, you know. She just says stuff. So you ask her, hey, grandma, what is your name? And she'll be like, my name is na 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 na. You know, like she was almost actually 103, almost 4 years. So very old, but she can speak English, and she's good. And Swahili also. So, but if you ask her about this stuff, she does not know, and she does not even care, you know? Yes, it happens, but interesting. So I think that answers the question in this class. So you can look at this table. So can you see anything that is interesting on the table? Can you understand? This goes to everybody. Liz, Jed, yes, and the Nani Sana. So does this table make sense?
Well, what do you have? Oh, the very last one, Paku, Mku, Those are just different. Well, you have it set up differently on the last line there. Are they different noun
Mhm.
classes? And you don't have singular, they don't have a singular plural difference, is that it?
So those are localatives. Those are like localatives for place. So
Okay.
we call them noun classes, like to show here, there, over there,
Oh, okay.
inside. Yes. So yes. So like for example, when you say kuja hapa, you see pa somewhere.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah.
You can see the pa like down at the bottom. When you say kuja hapa, why do you say kuja hapa here in Swahili? Hapa instead of saying kuja huko. You can see the ku, huko. Yeah, so it's anyways, we call them localatives, and they are Swahili known for like places, to show places here, over there, you know, and inside also. The it's somewhere there. It shows like inside, you know, like this. So it shows like somewhere inside the room. But these ones, with time you get to see them a little bit more. So because they appear in different forms in the sentences. Like for example, pardon? Okay. So awesome. Okay. So well, once you like have these ones, the pa down here. So the pa, they appear in sentences in different ways. Like for example, how do we angalia? I'm forgetting how to form a sentence. Anyways, it'll come. So I'm trying to form a sentence.
Angalia, watoto wanacheza.
Watoto wanacheza.
Yeah, kids play.
Anyways, we get to the
watoto wanacheza nje. Angalia.
Angalia, it's a look at wanacheza.
Yeah, look at the kids playing.
But we can say like angalia. So let's say angalia. Angalia watoto wanacheza. So wanacheza cheza uko. Uko, this one. Yeah, so if I say uko, this is like the ku. So
Yeah.
uko. And also you can say apple. And also you can say
that's what you are looking for. Okay.
umo. So this is like they appear in different ways. They may also appear inside the noun. So I'll get to them soon. Then okay. So somebody is asking, oh, bring it here. So for example, I don't know what exactly we are bringing, but if we are bringing something, so something is kitu, right? So kitu is something in Swahili, and we want to say bring something inside. So like this. So we say ki lete apa, you know, like this, because it's something. So we say kilete apa. So bring that something here. So like for example, let's say you made an order from Amazon or Target or wherever you made your order. And for some reason, you said I need an home delivery. And it's a little bit heavy. And you see the delivery person is carrying whatever they are carrying. Like, you know, it's not very heavy. They are at the door. And you're like, wait a minute. Will I have to bring this inside? And you're like, no. Kirete hapa. Maybe you just see it's a Kenyan delivery person. Maybe from the name tag, you see Timani or Wanjiro. You're like, this is a Kenyan person. They speak this way. Then you just tell them, Kirete hapa, you know, bring it here. You know, maybe show them where to place it or maybe inside the house or somewhere, you know. So bring it here.
And so the pa in apa, was that kind of what Liz was asking about that last row in the table? Is that where it comes from? Then apa instead of uko, you were saying?
Yeah, kinda. It's one of the instances of the pa. It's one of the instances of the pa, but showing like here, there. But there's like the exact instance that I'm trying to look. It's in the middle of like you see the way I was
in the middle of
I'm
the
teaching
word.
this. Yes, yes. So this is also another instance of the pa. So here, so you can say uko, umo. So this one, but it's also another instance of yeah, a different instance of that one, but it still shows the pa. Yes, but I'll find it. Kidogo too. Yes, so I'll just think about it as we continue. So today I'm just feeling it. Yes. So we look at the mummy. You remember the class mummy? Do you remember this class? Mummy?
Yes, yes. Ndio.
Hili darasa lina ashiria nini? You know the meaning of ashiria? Ashiria. Ashiria. Ashiria means like indicate. Ashiria, ashiria. Ashiria or yes. Ishara. Yes, ashiria. Ashiria, it's like indicates.
Okay. Muti, miti. Muti na miti.
Yes, okay, excellent. So plants, mti, miti. So what if I want to say the tree has been cut down, but now I want to say it has been cut down? How will I say that?
Okay. Put the other chart up. Let's see.
Mti umevunjwa.
So let's say you want to say, I have cut down the tree. So which means I have cut it, you know, or I have broken it.
It is a sad.
So nili kata mti.
Yes. Okay. Good. Iko tu sawa. Okay. This one is good. So niliukata. So niliukata. So we have that and we have this. Iko tu sawa. And if we are to say like the plural for that,
ikata miti.
So this one, it's good. So which means like, for example, because most of these ones, you have to remember that like as much as we are talking about the it and them and this, remember that most of these objects, like these ones, the object, whatever, human beings are involved when we are using them, because it shows like somebody did something to, you know, a certain noun class. That's why even we have like Nina Kupenda, you know, it shows that one person is doing the action to the other person, right? So me to you, I love you, right? Then
The
them
tree did
to
not
me.
cut itself down.
Yes, yes, yes. So now which means like this one, it's about to change. So you can also say tuliukata mti or ameukata mti or umeukata mti, you know, like to first person, second person, third person, you know, like this. Tuko sawa? Tuko sawa? Are we good?
Okay.
Inaeleweka?
So, plural.
Mhm.
And, may just say, nilikata, umefanya kazi, umefanya nini na miti. Then I say, nilikata.
Ah, yes. But also in the same statement, in the
without-
same statement, in the same statement, I can ask you, una i yeah. Unaifanyia nini miti, you know?
Yeah.
So you can see like this one means like, what are you exactly doing to the trees? So
Okay.
unaifanyia nini miti. So maybe I see you going up the tree and I'm like, wait a minute, Jed, unaifanyia nini miti? Then you can say nina. So now you can say nina ikata. So ninaikata. So which means like ninaikata, or also you can say I'm trimming the tree, you know? Ninaikata kidogo. So you can say kidogo. Kidogo, it's like ninaikata kidogo means like you are literally trimming the trees. Like not cutting, but you are trimming it kidogo. Like ninaikata kidogo. So I'm trimming the tree. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, maybe it has been like it has overgrown to the house like this. The branches are hanging, and you're like, okay. Let me just take my panga. So panga is like the machete, and
Yeah.
you trim the tree. Yes. So ninaikata kidogo. Then I'm like, sawa. Yeah. So unaifanyia nini miti? Sana, we together?
Yeah. What are you doing to the tree?
Ndio.
Tuko pamoja?
Ndio. Something.
Okay. Oh, please don't zone on me. Sawa.
No. I was just muting because there was noise.
Yes. You have a tendency of zoning from time to time. So I'm just
No, I
taking
was
up to see
listening.
you. We
Promise.
together.
I'm also taking notes. That's why I go quiet.
Sawa. Okay. So yes. And also, yeah, I think everybody understood this one for the movie and is able to play with the first person, second person, third person. Everybody is able to play with them, right?
I think so.
Are you able to? Yeah, so like for example, this one we looked at the knee, first person, and for example, we can change it to like first person plural, and we instead of the knee we go to a two. So you can say tuli ukata mti, which means like it's one tree, but it's like the two of us or the whole class. We decided to go and cut down the tree, and we can say ukata mti. We cut down the tree. Tuliukata mti. So if we go to like a second person, we have uliukata mti, which means you cut down the tree. What about the plural? It's mliukata, mliukata. So let me put for you this one. Okay. So I'll just put it here, kidogo tu. So mliukata. So mliukata. And waliukata. So waliukata. And then we can go to like that person, aliukata. So this one also. And also waliukata. Yes, waliukata. Yes. So Yes, so aliukata, waliukata. Yes. So like this. So first person, second person, but it's one tree still. So if it's like two trees, the u changes to an I. So for example, it says many, we can say ndi ikata. So this one changes to an I, which means like a plural. Uko sawa hapo?
Okay.
Yes, so it just changes it from you to an I. So the I shows plural for that noun class. In the U, it shows like the singular for that noun class. Si tuko pamoja hapo?
Sasa ninaelewa.
Yes. Excellent. Now this one we go to Jima. So before you came, so we were talking with Liz, and she told me that she was having like a problem with the eye. So this one, I think we wrote it somewhere here. So when we were looking about Jicho, I don't know where I wrote it anyways. So Jicho is in the class Jima. So we are going to the class Jima. So Jicho. So we say like Jicho. So oh my God. This is
it was on the chart.
this,
It was in the chart.
Yeah.
Jicho linauma.
yeah, I would say it's interesting. So because the reason why I was trying to think about this, it's because as much as we have, this also these subjects, I also want to tell you, like, for example, like they may get reversed. Like, for example, what if you cut down the tree and the tree falls on you? Sorry, I hope it does not happen, but the tree falls on, it can be reversed. So you can say, mti ni angukia. So umeniangukia. So now the roles are reversed. Now instead of the tree being like the object, it becomes the subject, and you become the object. So yes, because
could you just write them next to each other just so you can see the difference? So that's the tree falls on me. Could you just write I fall on the tree? I know that doesn't make sense, but just to see the difference.
Yes. Okay. So this one. So you say nime u angukia. So
Okay,
angukia. Yes, nimeuangukia mti. So now I just reversed actually the this like the prefix and the objects in the middle. So those are like the ones that just reversed, but everything else is the same. So like the U starts, which means like the tree is falling on you. And now, for example, let's say you went to skydiving for some reason and your parachute failed and you fell on top of a tree. So nimeuangukia mti. So you fell, on the tree, right? So nimeuangukia mti. But you went to cut down the tree and the tree was like, dude, why are you cutting me? And the tree is very angry and it will fall on you. And like I went to punish you and they're like, umeniangukia. The tree fell on me. Yeah, so you can see like it's not a very big difference, but just know that these ones, they can be reversed, like, in different ways, like sometimes. So you have also to be observative. The reason why I'm saying like this, it's because as I was going to the GMA, so I was thinking about these, trying to explain like the I is like arting, and we can say Dina, Jicho, Dina, so maybe let's say she is explaining like in first person, she'll say Jicho Dina ni Uma, okay? Uma means like it's painting, and when we look at this one, the Jima, it's represented by the ya as the prefix, and the ni meaning like the person, so which means like the I is the one that is acting, Tuko sawa?
The me is because of the class, and the ni
Yes. It's you.
is, yeah.
So what
You,
verb
but
was
first
that
person.
again?
Pardon?
What was the verb again that you're using here?
Okay. This is the verb. Uma is the verb, meaning like pain. It's paining. Uma.
Oh.
This one here. So I'll put it, yes. Uma. So you can see it there.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is the verb. So already you know the other one. So the ri is the noun class, which means like the I, because the I is like jicho. So this one. So jicho is like our guest in this sentence. So we have jicho. Okay. So jicho is here. So jicho ginaniuma. Okay. So which means like the jicho is the subject in this instance, and I'm the object. Yes, so it's like reversed, and that's why I was trying to explain about the tree. So as much as we are running like the objects, sometimes they may be reversed. So you have to understand like the context sometimes, because the tree may be there, the subjects in different sentences, or something else may be the subjects, and something else is also like the subject. Like for example, we say the tree fell on the, yes.
If I want to say now with this is Gma class. If I want to say like both my eyes are hurting, it would be Kicho, Pili.
Macho,
Pili. What's the right? Na Niuma?
Actually, you say more macho, yote. I know. I told you that the contrast affects everything. Macho, yote, mawili. I told you. I'll write to a full sentence so that it makes sense. So macho, yote, mawili. Yes, mawili. I told you. It will affect everything that you think about. Even you see, like this one, if you look at it, so it's affecting like this. So macho, yote, mawili, yana, ni, uma. Okay, so you see it affects that. So we have this here. So, okay, so also we have this here. So, and also you can see this one, it's affected also by the noun class. We know that when we are talking about the plural, so in this one, you can see this one. So the jima, as the reason why we call it the jima, so it affects some things differently. But when we are talking about like the prefixes for the jima, we call them jima, then we call them li, yeah. Okay, so here these are like the prefixes that we have for the noun class. So now these ones will affect almost everything. So yes, so now whenever we have like we are talking about in the verb, you see now that ya comes here, and we have yote. So if we are talking about one, let's say if it was one eye, we would say rote, jicho rote. So one eye, all of it. So jicho rote, because of the singularity. But now because we are talking about the plural, macho yote. So crazy. I told you, it will affect everything in Swahili. But this is actually the most difficult part, but it's getting interesting.
So the yote here is meaning it's like possessive, like my eyes. Is that what that is?
No, yote means all, todos, like all of them.
Okay.
Yote.
Okay.
All the eyes. Yes.
Kwenye kitenzi anguka, naweza kukigeuza pia. Is that possible? Mfano, kwa mfano, nilikuwa natembea, nilikanyaga ndizi, ikaniangusha, or ikaniangisi, you know, I want the word there. Ikaniangusha, or ikaniangisa, ikaniangisa, or what word can I use there? You know, ikaniangusha, you know, ikaniangusha, or
Yes.
ikaniangisa, or what, how do I use it there?
Okay. So you can say, okay, interesting. So nilikanyanga, so nilikanyanga. Okay, so not this exactly, but ganda, randizi. So like the banana peel, nilikanyanga ganda randizi.
Yeah, Ganda.
So yes, nikatereza. Tereza means like to slide. Nikatereza.
Yes.
Then you can say nikatereza. Tereza. Then also you can say nilikanyanga ganda randizi, nikatereza. Dika. So likaniangusha. So we are still focusing
Okay.
on like the
On
ganda
the-
randizi. Dika
Okay.
ni. Dika ni angusha. Angusha. Likaniangusha.
Ikaniangusha. Okay.
Dika ni.
Angusha.
Ikaniingisha wodi. Okay, you know wodi? You remember wodi?
Okay, ikaniingisha.
Yes.
Not likaniangisha.
Likaniangusha, likaniingisha. So ingisha means like it got me to like the ward in the hospital. Likaniingisha wodi. Wodi, like in the hospital ward. Yes, likaniingisha. Kwa sababu ganda la ndizi liko kwenye kundi la like the end class. It's in the end class. So now we have like easy. So because if there are many, maganda ya mandizi. So like this. Yes, yaliniangusha, yakaniingisha. No, maganda. Ganda is in still ganda. I think it's in the ndizi itself. The ndizi it's in the N class, but the ganda itself it's in the Jima class, so it's in the same class. So likaniingisha. So you see now we have the li here. So likaniingisha. So we have the li which goes there, and we have the ni for me. So likaniingisha. Yes. Nikatereza, yes, nikatereza. So nikatereza, likaniingisha, it got, likaniangusha. So it like made me to fall, likaniingisha. Yes. So no, this one is, okay. So this one I'm supposed to have kidogo too. So I'm supposed to have this, and ingisha should be on its own. Kidogo. Oh, come on. Okay. Yes, likaniingisha wodi. It's my computer. By the way. It's my computer doing this stuff. So that's why I'm like, no. It's like saying like, no, you don't speak. Okay, there we go. So it's just trying to, autocorrect me. I know that my computer always does that time from time. So I'm always very angry with it. Okay. So there we go. Like this. So, hiyo imejibu swali lako. Did that answer your question?
You see, ndio, not see. Ndio.
Yes. Yes.
Now what here is, okay, what caused the fall? So ni maganda.
So yes, so ni ganda.
Maganda amandizi.
Yes, ganda la ndizi. So like for example, in this one we change something. So so we can say, in order to show like whatever, so I can say nilikanyanga, it will be good. But to show the exact like prefix, we can say nilikanyanga ganda la ndizi. So nilikanyanga. So I can even omit the ganda la ndizi. So somebody is saying like, for example, you already know that the ganda la ndizi is the cause. So now you're trying to repeat, you can say nilikanyanga, nikatereza, likaniangusha, likaniingisha wodi. You know, omitting
Wow. Okay.
the cause of the everything, but somebody already knows, it's something in Jima. So Ganda and Easy. So the context, if somebody already knows that it's Ganda and Easy, you just drop it, but with like this. So you can now remove this, like this, and the sentence still makes sense. So if I remove this, so it will make sense now. Yes, nililikanyanga, nikatereza, likaniangusha, likaniingisha wodi. You know? So somebody will understand that. Yes.
Asante.
Yes. Si tuko sawa hapo? Kiswahili. It's getting interesting. So I think that is like a Jima. We can look at Kivi, Sivyo. So Kivi, we looked a little bit about Kivi. So Sana, what class is Kivi? Sana, what class is Kivi?
Kiwi is like objects and languages.
Okay, so give me one
House
example.
What is the verb for broken or like it broke?
Somebody
I was gonna
else.
say hitabu broken.
Come on. You cannot break a book. Come on, wewe, hata kama.
Wait, I was saying
Unless,
I was gonna say a cup, sorry. A cup. Kitabu.
kitabu it's a book.
Kikombe.
Oh, sorry. Kikombe.
Yeah, because unless you remember you went back in time to Moses' time
I have it
in the
written down
Bible where
correctly.
Moses and the kitabu made out of stone, that one can get broken. But anyways, I digress. Kikombe, sindio?
Kikombe.
So kikombe kitafanya nini? So let's say you said that I broke the cup. So how do you say broke the cup?
I broke the cup. I broke the cup.
How would you say that I broke the cup? Yeah.
Wait, let me think. Not something. wait. See, I understand it when you like, I see your example written down. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. But then when I go to do it, it's like, what?
You can ask help. You have people who speak Swahili already. We have these, we have, and you can ask for help.
What
This
would
idea
you say?
Is okwajazi. You know the meaning of okwajazi? Okwajazi, I think this you have come across this word in Kenya when we say okwajazi.
No, I don't know that one. I was going to say bunja, to break. Oh.
Save the ship.
I lived in the mountains. There were no ships.
Come on, if like for example, this is a Kenyan thing. So this, if you have ever used like a Safaricom SIM card, if like your credits because here most of the phones are like prepaid unless you want to go like postpaid. So most of the phones are prepaid, so you have to put like some sort of a credit card, like airtime. So you put like credit airtime, and you find that after putting like credits for like $1, you can buy some data for 50 cents on a dollar, and you'll remain with like another 50 cents. Then you can talk with somebody for like 30 minutes and it's done. So once you finish that airtime, your phone can ask you, like if you're on Safaricom, it can ask you, unataka kuokoa jazi? Do you want to save the ship? And then it can tell you, you can take a small credit, you know, or like which you can pay later for maybe $1. And you're like, sure thing. And that is what we call okoa jazi, saving the ship from sinking anyways. So yeah, it comes from saving the ship from sinking. You know, it's like patching the oar. Okoa jahazi.
So it's
Yes.
an idiom. It's an idiom.
Yes.
Save the ship. Okoa jahazi.
Yes, you have yeah, it's correct.
Yeah.
Only that you forgot the tense. You forgot the
The
tense.
tense.
Something
Oh,
there.
the tense. Of course. Of course. Well, okay, so it broke in the past.
You forgot the tense in between here. You want to use present tense, present perfect, past perfect. You know, what do you want
So
to use? Or future.
Nilikivunja? Nilikivunja?
Okay, okay. Excellent. Nilikivunja. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Safi kabisa.
Ooh.
Nilikivunja. So which means, perfect. I like it. Yeah, perfect. Kabisa.
It's
So
like building Lego.
nilikivunja.
There's so many pieces.
Yes, but I would say like this is the beauty of the Bantu languages. And trust me, the moment you just understand how to build these Legos, even when you go to Lingala, will be like, ooh, easy peasy. Yes, yes, yes. It all just makes sense. It all click because the what like Lingala does, it like uses these prefixes in between here. Then now instead of the verb having a Swahili verb, it takes a French verb.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but story for another day. So yes, yes.
That's good to know.
So yes, even in Kenya and Swahili, like in Nairobi, somebody will tell you like, "Liz has met this kind of people." Somebody tells you like, "I'm coming," okay. So like, for example, I'm coming like to town. And when somebody is telling you I'm coming to town, instead of saying like Nina Kuja, they'll tell you Nina, come, I'm coming. So now they use just, English part there, but they have like a Swahili prefix. Yes. So you have Swahili and English. So Nina, come. And you're like, what's that? So yes.
It helps me
Nairobi.
understand what they're talking about. They'll throw in English that I know.
I know it will make sense. It will just click if you have been in Kenya and you have met these characters all over the place, Yes. Yes. So okay. So nice done. So it's good for you. So okay. So this question goes to Liz. So give me a few examples for Kiwi. By using the prefix.
Like viazi, what is that, potato or something?
Yes, yes.
So I cooked potato. I cooked a potato. So nilikipika nilipika viazi.
If you say viazi, it's plural. So now you say nilivi instead of ki.
Nilivipika viazi or nilikipika kiazi. Okay.
Yes, yes. So if you say nilikipika, it's one potato. Maybe you got one big, enormous potato. Yes, maybe. Yes, as you are passing through Nyandarua, Kinangop, maybe you got one big potato, So yes. So nilikipika kiazi or nilivipika viazi. Now, yes, Sana.
So when you're just to go back to the kikombe, well, either example actually, then if you're going to say it instead of the thing, do you just use the first word? So like, would I just say nilikivunja, meaning I broke it? Or no?
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
Yes, yes. Like for example, let's say because the of using like nilikivunja, it's like we need to drop this one, right? So for example, even in English or in like French, as you're writing like your paragraph, it's very, it does not look very well repeating like the same noun, you know, sentence after sentence, you know. So, but as you go down, like the first sentence had the kikombe, but as you go down, now you start saying, you know, for example, tese, you say like I bought the cup. Then after buying the cup, now you want to say I washed the cup. After washing the cup, put in some tea. After putting in the tea, I washed it. After washing it, I put it in the rack. I found my child playing with the it, you know, and I was very angry. The cup fell, it chipped a little bit, you know, like this, and you are avoiding like repeating the word cup many times. So now you use the key, either in the prefix or like this. Like for example, if I want to say like the cup maybe, like for example, the cup fell on my leg, you know?
Yeah.
So would you say that one? The cup fell on my leg.
I don't know. Okay, wait.
So we start with the key. Either we start with the key.
Would it be
Jed, would you mind helping? Pardon?
Yanguka?
Yes, but the cup. The cup is the subject, so the cup fell on my leg. So kilifanya nini? So let's just omit the word kikombe. So, but the cup, it fell on my leg. We want to say it fell on my leg.
Kilianguka?
Kilianguka, yes, but
on my leg. Right.
This one is always very tricky. So how do you read this? Can you try to read it?
Kilinyangukia.
Yes, kilinyangukia. So kilinyangukia, like the cup is the subject. So it fell on me. Literally, it fell on me. So kilinyangukia. So the cup is the subject. So, but now we switch this one. So for example, let's say, for example, let's say like you have a very big cup. I don't know, maybe you are like a giant. No, maybe you have a very gigantic cup, and you fell on the cup, right? So we can say ni di ki a gukia. So like, for example, you know, the kids, if you have kids in the house, they're always putting stuff all over the place. And now maybe you sided and fell on top of the cup. So you can say niriki angukia. So you see the same sequence of the same verb, but now the subject and the objects are changed. So we have to be very cautious about this.
Yeah.
So you can always change them. So it's the same everything, but now it changes who was the subject and who was the object. So in the first instance, the object, like when the cup fell on me, so the subject of the cup, when I say kiliniangukia, and when we to like one, so the cup. Actually like me falling on top of the cup, you know? So it means like I fell, so I fell on it. Siapo. So I fell on it, the other one fell on me. So I fell on it, nilikiangukia. The other one is it fell on me. Tuko sawa ndi hapo.
Ndio.
So do we have any questions?
My only question is the kia at the end. Is that always when it's is there, or will you deal with that a different day? Like it's not anguka, it's angukia. Does that matter?
So angukia, yeah, so when we have a kia, so this one I'll explain later, but in like a nutshell, when you see a kia, so most of the time, it means that this action, like it shows the direction in which the action was going towards. It means like the first thing was going towards the second thing, because we have two things, right? We have the object and we have the subject. So it means the subject was going towards the object. So whenever you see kia, you know?
So if there's
Yes.
just one, then it would be guka. Like I
Yes.
fell. It would
Like for example, if I say like for example, kikombe, so I can say kikombe kime anguka. So which means the cup just by itself. Kime anguka. So kime anguka. Kime anguka. So kikombe kime anguka. So you see now we have only the cup. So which refers it fell. So it means it fell. It did not fall on somebody, but it fell. It fell. Just that. Yes. Kimeanguka.
So
Yes.
wakati ni muntu kusema
Yes.
nilimwangukia. Nilimwangukia. Huh?
You know, Jed, that in Swahili, it's very, when you say you fell on somebody, in Swahili, it translates that you end a crash on somebody, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, when you say nilimwangukia, it means that you end a crash on somebody. Yes. So, it's like an interesting fun fact. Nili angukia. So interesting fun fact. Nili angukia.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a crush on this person. Okay.
Yes. So yes. So and also I added an U, like a U, because like you see we have a vowel there. So the reason why we add like a U because of the vowel, so that it does not read miri mangukia. So it becomes very weird. So I added a U, a vowel. So this always happens. It's an exception, and it happens to like especially if you have the and it goes like it finds like a vowel, not a consonant. It becomes a little bit difficult. So you just add a U so that the M, the consonant, the M takes the U with the sound, then the other vowel is left on its own. So like this, in Swahili, you just divide like that. Yeah. So that's why I did like this. But it means that you have a crush on somebody. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you have a crush on somebody. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, do we have any other questions? I'm almost finishing up. So this one, so that we can we will continue this remaining part next week. So do you have any other question? Sana?
No. Right, no. No, I don't.
Jed?
Kwa leo hapana.
So anyways, so kwa sasa naweza sema nitamalizia darasa leo hapa. So natumai mmeweza kujifundisha. So I hope that you are able to run and you enjoyed the class a lot. So nitasema asanteni sana kwa kuja, and in case of anything, in case of any question, don't hesitate to ask them. We have our WhatsApp. Sana, we have our chat. You can always ask and I will respond. Yes. To my earliest convenience, because I know that sometimes I may not see the messages immediately, but yeah. So anyways, asanteni sana, kuweni na wakati mwema, and tutaonana. All right? So yeah.
Asante sana kwa kutufundisha.
All right. Nashukuru kabisa pia kwa kuja na kunipa hii nafasi. Yes.